Nick, I'll tell you this, just as was the case with Anthony, good test for Lamont tonight. I don't see a fighter who I'd be willing to put in with the best junior welterweight in the world right now. I don't think he's ready for a title fight. Again, later in 08, 2 or 3 more tough fights, I think he'd be ready. But
no push.
Not yet.
Absolutely agreed. Now a little off balance is Peterson. A lot of pushing.
No wrestling. Keep it clean. Box.
2 minutes to go in this fight. Big overhand right out of nowhere from Mosqueda. He tries it again. Where's it been all night?
Get off his head. Get off his head, Antonio.
One criticism of both Petersons, they don't slip a lot of shots. They block a lot of shots. That's not great if you don't counter point.
Good point. And I don't see enough counter punching tonight.
Well, at first glance, that left hook was borderline. I couldn't tell if it was low.
It's getting lower and lower by the moment. But of course, we didn't take the shot.
Take your time.
I take it back. It was low. Under the white of the trunks of Mosqueda is low.
This fight is not going to get dirty now. Do you understand? Do you understand? Touch gloves. Touch gloves. Touch gloves. Time in. Box.
You don't cop a plea with your opponent. You just get angry maybe, huh? And it looks like he's got a head of steam now as Mosqueda going at it. And Peterson trying to back him off with a little bit of a flurry. But Mosqueda now the meanness, now that macho, now the viciousness coming out.
Oh!
Stay right here. Stay right here. 1 point. 1 point.
Doesn't really matter.
1 point. I tell you right now, listen to me. You keep it clean. Keep it clean.
He understands English. You know that.
That was for hitting on the break, Nick.
Touch gloves. Touch him.
Well, I don't think they touched gloves, but
keep it clean.
Where was the sense of urgency this whole fight for Mosqueda that we see now?
As he felt so much enormous power from Peterson, I don't think so. And now he's going at it in the trenches and answering a wake-up call. The alarm is really petering out here because they're running out of clock. But this is what everybody in the building has been waiting for.
Exactly, and I drew a comparison between Mosqueda and Mayorga. The difference being Mayorga fights with such fire. Now we see the fire a little bit from Mosqueda, but there's 20 seconds left in the fight.
Doesn't make sense. Yeah, he's 35. You can't fight this kind of pace for 10 hot rounds, no doubt. But he took round after round after round off and fought in such spurts that he gave himself no chance to win.
And in 200-plus fights on Showbox, Nick, dare I say, Mosqueda's game plan in this fight was one of the worst we've ever seen.
I am with you there. And the bell, they took a point, so Mosqueda, it's academic, falls hopelessly behind even more, and this one's over. They go 10, the crowd doesn't like it.
What's up with you, Will?
There will not be an 11th round,
right? I know you don't forget about you.
Definitely outboxed Antonio Mosqueda. And here's the
watch the right hand. Little slap there. And that was the point deduction by Clancy, who did a good job in that 10th round. It got real nasty in there.
All y'all doubt is who saw his record. He's gonna knock me out.
So we wait for the decision. And boxing coming up tomorrow night. And while we're at it, if you enjoy quality original programming, be sure to watch for the premiere of the multi-Golden Glove nominated Showtime series, The Tudors. All right, back here, ringside, Biloxi, Mississippi, our first showbox of the night wrapping up. We saw the Peterson brothers make their return visit after being away a year and a half. Antonio Mosquito, we look at him coming in unbeaten, 35 years old, against the much younger 23-year-old unbeaten Lamont Peterson, waiting for the decision. Lots of rough stuff, not enough action down the stretch a little bit, but you would have liked to have seen a lot more. We all would have. Steve, what was your official card as we wait, or your card as we wait for the official?
I had it 99-91, giving Mosquito the 8 points, not the 9, in round 10 because of his deduction. And, yeah, you want to call this a shutout, you can. Just wish Mosquito had shown a little bit more oomph throughout the fight. He just never fought with that much urgency. His only chance was to get into a shootout, and he showed it in the last minute of the fight when it was too late.
All right, we're waiting the official decision. We have it now. M. Mark Thero with the announcement.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is the decision of the 3 judges at ringside. Judge Larry Ingalls scores the bout 98-93. Judge Raymond White sees it 99-90. Judge David Taranto scores it 189 to the winner by unanimous decision and still undefeated, Lamont Peterson.
So the Peterson brothers 2 for 2 tonight on Showbox. Lamont Peterson moves to 24-0, still 11 stoppages. Steve, again, how powerful a statement in your opinion?
Not a real powerful statement for either brother.
And I'm not talking about knocking out a guy. That's
yeah, I wasn't blown away, certainly, by either brother. But what we have to remember about the Petersons, to get back to what I said in the start, Nick, they've been moved slowly. 08 for them should be about raising the level of the opposition. To go from Mosquito to a world title fight would be ridiculous for Lamont Peterson. So, let's keep it in perspective. Let them fight slightly tougher guys each time out in 08. Stay busy. By the end of the year, they should be ready for title fights.
As we look at Lamont, Bill Clancy did a good job. And question about Lamont then. So who? We know they're not ready for Junior Witter, Lamont, Gavin Reese, who everybody would like to fight, one of the champions, Paulie Malignaggi, the Ngojo winner, tomorrow night on Showtime. So are we talking Kendall Holt, Juan Urango, very dangerous fight, those kind of guys? Where does Lamont go next to stay busy? Is it just a stay busy easy fight, or does he have to fight one of those veterans?
There's nothing wrong with the stay busy easy fights, Nick, but I would like to see him in with a fringe contender, maybe like a Lovemore and Do, somebody like that.
I would love to see Urango.
Yeah, Urango, style-wise, would be a very interesting matchup because Lamont would be obviously the boxer against the pressure fighter in Urango. Kendall Holt might be a little too far up the ladder at this point. But again, raise the level of the opposition slightly. By the end of 08, take the shot.
Okay, back to the question I asked a lot. Context is everything. Who they beat, how they look doing it. We weren't overly blown away by either brother. But Mosquito didn't bring enough to the table. And in the first fight, I thought very definitely Anthony took his time and did get it done because he was explosive down the stretch.
Well, you are what you are. We always bill Anthony as the bigger puncher. And sure enough, he scored a stoppage tonight. Lamont cruised his way to a decision victory against a little more dangerous opponent than Anthony had. I think that's what the brothers are. Lamont's a little bit better boxer, and Anthony's a little bit bigger puncher. But again, if these guys are just going to lift their hands up for their defense against the better and more elite fighters in their division, it's going to be a problem if they don't learn how to counterpunch.
Hey, speaking of a brother act, there's now a new brother act out there in Connecticut. His name, Ryan John Gaughan, our producer. He and wife Sandra, a new baby boy to go with their older son Tyler, so there'll be some contest, old against young, there in the Gaughan household. We welcome Ryan John to the world and to our Showbox family.
Definitely.
So as we're ready to close it out here, our first night in Biloxi, Mississippi, it was Anthony Peterson, 3 knockdown performance, stopping Jose Izquierdo in the 8th.
Slowly but surely, Anthony Peterson with his big left hook took all the fight out of Izquierdo until he got his stoppage.
Lamont Peterson rolls on, still undefeated, neutralizing the powerful Antonio Mosquita easily.
Lamont Peterson, give him credit. He walked right to the big punching Mosquita, took the fight out of him much as Anthony did to Izquierdo. He got his decision victory.
Tomorrow night's world title bout featuring exciting Showbox alum and title holder Paulie Malignaggi against Herman and Gojo is the next event on the Showtime Sports calendar. For the complete list